J&J's tutorial.
I'm Buenaventura,
I'm Jomari Sembrano.
and today's topic is
Software metrics. So, what is software metrics?
software metrics are used to obtain objective, reproducible measurements that can be useful for quality assurance, performance, debugging, management, and estimating cost.
So, how about software process, software project, indicator, and measurement?
So, software process is splitting off software development into phases or stages containing activities with the intent of better planning and management. It is a subset of the system's development lifecycle. So, software project defines the scope and purpose for an IT project and determine its projected impact and risk for your company. While indicator refers to a metric or a combination of metrics that provide insight into the software processes, software projects, or the software product itself. Measurement is the act of determining a measure. It also refers to the size, length, or amount established by measure.
How do you differentiate measure to metrics?
So, measurement refers to the action of measuring and to the values which are measured. However, metrics refers to the method used for measuring or the result obtained from it. So basically, measurement relates more to the action of measuring and metric relates more to the method of measuring, and both refer to the results obtained from measuring.
So, why do we need to measure?
Measurement are so often taken for granted. We sometimes forget how important it is in our lives. So in our daily lives, measurement is important because of the following: taking proper medicine, cooking properly, purchasing clothes, playing sports, making estimations, keeping yourself warm or cool, understanding weight, proper use of capacity, telling time, and of course, transportation. But in software development, it is important to get an insight into the software process to do the process improvement, to increase product quality, to express qualitative factor by a number, and to make a better estimate of the cost, schedule, complexity of the software development process.
So, are there types of metrics that we can use?
Yes, there are. So there are three types of metrics: requirement metrics, product metrics, and process metrics. So in requirement metrics, we need the following: the size of the requirement, completeness, traceability, and the volatility to know the necessary measurements. So under product metrics, we have code metrics, test metrics, and communication metrics. Under code metrics, we have lines of codes, design metrics, and object-oriented metrics. While test metrics base results on tests done. Communication metrics looks at artifacts like email and meetings. And lastly, process metrics. Process metrics measures the process of software development. It is commonly used by management to check the budget and office procedures for efficiency. It also evaluates the tracks and aspects of the software design process like human resources, time, schedule, and methodology. In software quality, there are factors affecting it. Number one is extensibility. So it is the most necessary factor that affects the quality of the software. Extensibility is the ability of the software to add various functions without damaging its system. Change cannot be accepted, and thus extensibility is an important feature.
Number 2, maintainability. Maintainability is the feature that allows to modify the system by making certain changes in its functions and making minor corrections. Well-maintained software attracts more users as it allows people to make changes according to their needs.
Number 3, performance. So performance is the most important feature that you should consider, and you should be able to use high-performance software at less cost. Performance ratio is the prime factor affecting the software quality.
Efficiency. Efficiency means utilizing the resources that helps the users to perform the given functions in minutes. It is an important factor that extensively affects the quality of the software that you are using.
Number 5, scalability. So, a system is scalable if it responds to the users even if the load increases. The software is of high quality if and only if it has great scope for development in the future. A preferred scalable system is the best one.
Number 6. Reliability. Reliability is the consistency of the system even in high load conditions. An unreliable system also does not have a scope for development in the future, as it won't attract more users because it shows the lower quality of the software.
Number 7, we have security. So, security is an important feature that affects the software quality of a system. Web-based systems are more prone to viruses and need to be secured. You should consider all possible security measures before selecting software.
Number 8. Correctness. Quality software is the one who can correct the mistakes easily and quickly without doing much work. This factor can affect the functions of the software and thus allows it to perform tasks properly.
Number 9, testability. So, high quality software is the one which has better performance in the testing, and you should also take the decision on the basis of these test results. Thus, testing is a necessary aspect that affects the software quality using various interfaces and patterns.
So number 10 is portability. Software should be able to adapt and it must run on a variety of platforms. We often relate portability with flexibility, and software should perform functions according to the need of the users.
So, how do we measure the effectiveness of a software process?
The effectiveness of a software process is measured indirectly through a derived set of metrics based on the following outcomes. Errors recovered before release of the software. Defects delivered to and reported by end users. Work products delivered. Human effort expended. Calendar time expended. And conformance to schedule.
What are the types of software measurements? Explain each.
Types of software measures. Software measurements can be either direct or indirect. Direct measures are taken from a feature of an item. Direct measures in a product include lines of code, exception speed, memory size, and defects reported. Indirect measures associate a measure to a feature of the object being measured. Indirect measures include functionality, quality, complexity, efficiency, reliability, and maintainability.
So, what is function-oriented metrics and what are the steps in calculating it?
Function-oriented metrics are based on functionality delivered, but functionality cannot be measured directly. It must be derived indirectly using other direct measures. Function-oriented metrics were first proposed by Albrecht, who suggested a measure called the function point. Function points are derived using an empirical relationship based on countable direct measures of software, information domain, and assessments of software complexity. Function-oriented software metrics are used to measure of the functionality delivered by the application as normalization value, since functionality cannot be measured directly. It must be derived indirectly using other direct measures. FPs are derived from countable measures and assessment of software complexity. An adjusted function point count, or UFC, is calculated based on 5 characteristics. The 5 characteristics: number of user inputs, number of user outputs, number of user inquiries, number of files, number of external interfaces. Steps in calculating function-oriented metrics. Count the measurement parameters. Assess the complexity values. Calculate the raw FP. Rate the complexity factors to produce the complexity adjustment value, CAV. 5. Calculate the adjusted FP through the following formula. FP equals raw FP multiplied by 0.65 plus 0.1 CAV.
So, what are complexity adjustment factors?
Complexity adjustment factors are considered factors which answer the following questions. Number 1. Does the system require reliable backup recovery? Number 2, are data communications required? Number 3, are there distributed processing functions? Number 4, is performance critical? Number 5, is the code designed to be reliable? Number 6, are the master files updated online? Number 7, does the system require online data entry? Number 8, is the internal processing complete? Number 9, is the system designed for multiple installations in different organizations? And lastly, number 10, is the application designed to facilitate change and care of by the user? So, have you learned anything from our tutorial?
Well, if you do, just replay the video. Just kidding. So that ends our J&J's tutorial for today.